Hi there, my name is Sarah Mincher and I'm the social media specialist at Digital Sherpa, and welcome to 12 in 12. 12 in 12 is our new webinar series. It's 12 tips in 12 minutes. Today we'll be talking about Facebook marketing hacks for small businesses. I have 12 great tips for you, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, tip number 1, invite friends to like your small business page. Now, many people don't know you can invite your already existing Facebook friends to like your business page. Your personal contacts are a great resource for getting the word out about your brand and building your fan base. To do this, simply click on your page's admin panel and the build audience icon will be in the top right corner. So you can see from the example me doing that on Digital Sherpa's page. And you might be saying, well, Sarah, I only have 10 friends, only have 20 friends. Every single fan counts. Every fan increases the reach of your small business and builds your fan base on Facebook. So this is a great way to grow your audience with contacts that you already have. So if you didn't know about this or you haven't done it, I really recommend you do it right after the webinar. Okay, moving on. Tip number 2, less is more. And by less, I do mean text. So thanks to the popularity of Twitter, which only allows 140 characters per update, people no longer want to read long text updates. Your Facebook status should be a short status update. Now, studies have shown that posts with 80 characters or less get the best engagement. So if you look at this example from Starbucks, this is a great example of this tip. They have a short text update and a beautiful image. So we recommend that you pair your short text update with a pretty image, and that's a great way to get optimized Facebook status. You want to save your longer content for your blog. And if you've been posting like really long paragraphs of content on your Facebook and you're wondering why no one's engaging it and no one's talking about it, well, chances are no one's reading it. People really just want short updates that they can scan through their feed. So next time you do an update, try using 80 characters or less, and chances are that post will get more engagement. Okay, tip number 3 is to include a link in the beginning of your About section. This is a great, easy tip to optimize your Facebook page. What you want to do is go to your small business page About section and add your website URL right there at the top. If you look on the left, this example, you can see the Digital Sherpa About section. I added our digitalsherpa.com URL right there at the top of the content. Then if you go over and look to the right, you can see this screenshot of our Facebook page, and there's our website right there, front and center. This is great because if anyone looks at your page, whether they're a fan or not, they're going to see your website. And one of the main goals of your Facebook page is to get more traffic and more people to your website. So this is a great way just to kind of get your information out there and make sure if someone is even just passing by your page for a second, they still can see your website and go to it. So it's a great, easy tip to increase traffic. If you don't have your website easily available like that, I recommend you go in and add the link to your About section as soon as this is over. Okay, tip number 4 is to optimize your cover photo. Now, your cover photo is the first image and, therefore the first impression Facebook users have when they visit your page. You want to make sure that your cover photo is brand relevant and makes sense for your company and not just like a random image of sunset or cats or flowers or just random things that you like. So, for an example, you can see right now on the Digital Sherpa Facebook page, we optimize our cover photo by promoting our latest ebook. It's 43 Pro Blogging Tips. You can click right on the cover photo and you'll go right to our ebook. So your cover photo is really the perfect space to market your latest product or service or promotion. So really take advantage of that space. It's the largest image that you have on Facebook, so really use this to your advantage. Now, if you really like the image you already have, if you really love that picture of a sunset or some random, nature imagery that really you love and you think is beautiful, okay, go ahead and keep it, but at least add your brand logo to it. You want to have some kind of branding on your cover photo so people, recognize that this is your brand's page and you're really raising your brand's awareness. So make sure you're optimizing your cover photo. If you have any more questions on this, you can see my Twitter account for Digital Sherpa is there at the bottom. And today we'll be using the hashtag FBHacks. So if you want for information or more information, please tweet me. I'd be happy to talk more about this after the webinar. Okay, so moving on to tip number 5, scheduling your social media. One of the greatest benefits of social media is that you can plan your marketing in advance, especially if you know you're going to have a busy day. For instance, if I know I have a meeting or if I want something to go out while I'm at the gym or I'm sleeping, I go ahead and I schedule my social media. Really, there's no excuse today that, you're too busy to market or you didn't have time. And there's great platforms out there that let you schedule your updates in advance because we all understand that you do have a really busy life and it takes a lot of time to run a small business. So brands can actually schedule their social media right on Facebook. The example here on the left is an example of me scheduling a post for Digital Sherpa on our page. And if you click the little clock icon in the lower left-hand corner, you can go ahead and schedule when you want your content to go out. The example on the right is me doing the exact same update, scheduling it to go out, but I'm using a social media management platform called Hootsuite. I love it. It's a great scheduling system. I use it constantly. But if you really want to just keep it simple, just go ahead and schedule this right in Facebook. One thing I do want to say about this, though, is if you are scheduling your social media, you want to make sure that you're monitoring that update, that after it goes out, if someone, leaves a comment or a question, that you're responding to them and really, engaging with them. You don't want to set your schedule and forget it. Okay, so moving on to tip number 6, to experiment with hashtags. If you don't know what a hashtag is, I'm sure you've seen them online before. They're simply words with a little number symbol in front of them, and that turns the words into searchable links, which we call hashtags. Now, hashtags are a great way to expand the reach of your post and have users interested in your industry easily find your status. If you aren't sure where to start, try using a holiday hashtag. They're always really popular. We have lots of holidays coming up, like Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, New Year's. These are all going to be big hashtags. So I recommend trying one of these holiday hashtags in your next post. I have a lot more to say about hashtags, but really we don't have that much time today. So if you want more information on them, please tweet me. I wrote a Facebook hashtag guide that I'd be more than happy to share with you. Okay, tip number 7 is to be on time. There's a lot of information out there on what is the best time to post to Facebook. The general online consensus says between 1 to 3 p.m. on weekdays is the most optimal time that you'll get the highest engagement. But every brand is different. Everyone has different online habits and, their audience have different online habits. There's really no one size fits all when it comes to social media updates. So what you want to do is make sure you check your Facebook page insights to track what particular days and times your posts get the most engagement. Now, Facebook is really doing the work for you. They're tracking your posts and how well they're performing. So really use your Facebook page insights, see what time is the most popular time for your posts, and make sure that you're posting during those times. Okay, moving on to Fangate your content. Now, next time you run a promotions, a sweepstakes, or maybe you're doing a cool giveaway, try Fangating it. Now, Fangate simply means requiring people to like your page in order to participate. It's a great and easy tool for earning new fans. Now, right now you need a third-party app to Fangate content. There's some great ones like Faceit Pages and Wildfire. And there's plenty more out there. So Fangating is great for any brand that's maybe been running a lot of contests or doing giveaways, and you're not really seeing the results you want. People aren't liking your page, people aren't interacting your page, and you don't feel like you're getting a lot out of it. So I recommend if you feel like this, next time you do it, Fangate your content and see if it works, see if you get more fans. It's just a great little trick that you can try out. Okay, moving on to using keywords for engagement. Okay, certain particular words or phrases have been proven to increase engagement. In particular, the action words post, comment, take, submit, like, and tell us have been proven to perform particularly well. If you look at this example from on the left, this is a Facebook update from Macy's. They do a great job of integrating these action words into their post. At the bottom there, you can see it says, tell us, which do you love? So that's a great way to organically integrate with these action words into your post. Now, I'm not saying if you use one of these words, you're going to get 13,000 likes, like Macy's did. Obviously, most brands aren't as big as Macy's, but chances are you will get more engagement. So I really recommend that you write these words down and try them out with your next post. Okay, moving on to our tip number 10 is to always include a full-length URL in your post. So a recent update or a recent study by Betty Media found that engagement rates were higher for Facebook posts that included a full-length URL and not one of those shortened URLs that you commonly see. You might be wondering why this is. Well, many Facebook users are worried about spam. They're worried that a shortened link is going to send them to spam. So we really recommend that you use your full-length URL. This way fans know where you're taking them. They can see that it is to your website and not just some random other website. But oftentimes, those custom URLs or, the link to your latest blog entry might be very, very long. And you might be saying, well, I do want to shorten it. Well, what you can do is get a brand-specific URL shortener. This example from Victoria's Secret here on the left is a great example. They still use a shortened URL, but they use one specifically for Victoria's Secret. See, it says victoria.com. Well, when you look at that, even though it's shortened, you're probably going to be moved to a Victoria's Secret website. So if you still really want to shorten your URL, then go ahead and download a brand-specific URL shortener. Now, this tip is actually so new that I haven't even tried it out on our Digital Sherpa Facebook page. So if you go to our page now, I'm still using shortened URLs, but starting tomorrow, I'm going to try using the full-length URL and see how they perform. So, this is great information. It's new to even me, so I recommend you try it out. Okay, tip number 11 is to import email contacts into your business page. You can easily import email addresses into your Facebook business page and invite all the business contacts you've been building up over the years to become fans of your page. Simply follow these 3 easy steps. I have a photo of it right here so you can see what I'm talking about. Number 1 is to click on the edit page link on the top right of your Facebook business page. Number 2 is select resources on the left. And number 3 is tell your fans in the center. This allows you to send invitations to people or to contacts you have built up in your email, maybe Yahoo or Google or MSN, maybe people you've been emailing with for years. Well, you can invite them to like your page without having to personally Facebook friend them. So this is great if you want to keep your business contacts strictly business. And it's a great way to really optimize existing contacts you already have to grow your Facebook page. So, I was talking about this to someone else in the office, and I was surprised how many people don't know about this. So this is a great reward for people who have been building up their email list over the years, and I really recommend you try it. Okay, so tip number 12, our last tip of the day, is 3 crucial elements every post needs. So to incorporate some of the above points that we talked about into a nice little Facebook formula that you can use and just write down and use all the time, here are 3 elements that every Facebook post should have. 1 is a short text description. Like we mentioned earlier, people don't want a lot of text. It's in the age where visual platforms are huge, like Pinterest and Instagram and Twitter, where there's limited text. And you really see that trend on Facebook now. People don't want to read a lot. So try to keep your updates around 80 characters. 2 is to use a non-shortened URL or a shortened URL that's brand specific. People are worried about spam. People are worried about getting viruses on their computer. They want to know where you're sending them. So use the actual URL on your website or get a brand specific URL shortener. Okay, number 3, the final thing to talk about today is to use a manually uploaded photo. Now, I know most URLs, Facebook generally generates a thumbnail image to go along with them, the image that's on your website. We recommend that you delete that and then manually upload your own image. You might be saying, well, why would I do that? Facebook's already doing the work for me. The images that you manually upload are much larger than the images that the thumbnail or the Facebook automatically generates with the URL. And you want the biggest image possible. You want your post to be as eye-catching as possible. So we recommend that you delete the thumbnail and upload a larger, more beautiful image. These tips will definitely optimize your updates and make your post really stand out in your users' feeds. People have so many different information in their feeds all day. They're checking so many different platforms. You want to do everything you can to make yours pop out, and these tips will definitely help. Okay, and I have one more bonus tip because why not? Okay, it's to know how often to post. Now, studies have shown that posting new updates to Facebook 1 or 2 times a day is the best. Those posts get the most engagement. That seems to be the greatest posting habit. If you post more than 3 times a day, those posts don't perform as well. But if you're saying, well, I have a lot that I want to say, I want to post 3 times a day, I want to post 5 times a day. Well, that's great. That's great. You have so much to say about your brand. A better platform for that would be Twitter. You can tweet up to 15 times a day and your fans will love it. Twitter's a very fast moving platform with lots of content constantly going out. However, if you post 15 times a day to Facebook, your fans won't appreciate it and they'll probably view you as spam or be annoyed that you're clogging up their newsfeed. So really just post 1 to 2 times a day on Facebook. Use your insights to find the best time of day to post and make sure you're optimizing those 3 elements that I just covered that need to be in every post. And remember too, the average life cycle of a status update on Facebook is about 3 hours. So make sure you leave at least 3 hours in between posts. So if you post one in the morning and you want to post one in the afternoon, just try to, leave 3 hours in between it so the post is optimized. Okay, so thank you so much for attending. Those were my 12 tips for Facebook in 12 minutes. I would love to hear your questions, your comments. If you want more information on any of these topics, I'd be more than happy to share it with you. So please tweet me at Digital Sherpas, and for more awesome social media content and information, ebooks, how-to guides, please visit our website, digitalsherpa.com. Okay, thank you so much once again, and I look forward to seeing you at our next 12 in 12. Hey. Oh no, thanks though.
Well,
Okay, I think it went good, but halfway through someone went into the other meeting room and I don't know if you can hear them or not. And I kind of paused because I was like, oh my God, but then I just kept going. It's a busy day for the conference rooms.
kidding. Got some good news for you. You might not be